Parental discretion is advised.
This show is brought to you by IndyWrestling.us and IndyWrestling.network for your independent wrestling entertainment. Just Pro Wrestling News Podcast. No filler, no pop-ups. Production services by Sidekick Media Services. And listeners like you, supporting us at patreon.com/Wrestling Mayhem Show. It is the Monday Mayhem Warriors. I'm Mike Sorg at Sorgatron on Twitter in the Sorgatron Media Studios in Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. I didn't leave this weekend. I've been in the state the whole time. That's the only time that's happening this month. But we do have with us from Beacon, New York, the only Mayhemmer with a future endeavor letter from the WWE is Mad Mike.
Sorg, I have a problem.
What's that?
Impact Wrestling is stalking me.
Is stalking me? You? What?
They're stalking me.
How are they stalking you?
Okay, so they have a pay-per-view this Saturday.
This Saturday? I can't believe it's this Saturday.
This Saturday,
Okay.
I'm going.
Okay.
Look for me. Look for me in the crowd. I'll be the guy wearing the iconic shirt.
I'm unfortunately going to be busy conducting my own pay-per-view at Warrior up in South Bend, but I look forward to watching this after the fact.
So apparently, they figure Poughkeepsie is not close enough to Mad Mike.
Okay.
They announced a partnership with the Hudson Valley Renegades,
Which is
our local. It's our local minor baseball team.
Okay.
Single A of the Yankees, and it's literally under 10 minutes from my house.
Who's gonna be there?
From what I've heard, they're going to have wrestlers throughout the ceremonial first pitch.
Nice.
At Friday's game, and then at Rebellion, they're going to have baseball players throughout the first pitch of Rebellion. Or maybe that's at the Impact tapings. I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah, because you have the pay-per-view that they're doing tapings for TV the next day, correct?
Yes, which I am not going to.
Okay.
I figure, got to keep a respectable distance.
Respectable distance. You're going to the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess that's going to be the better of the two, right? I mean,
and I don't need to stay for how many untold set of tapings.
I think they only do like maybe 2 episodes, but like that's like as as I was told when we did a TV taping for Impact a couple weeks ago, it was like we need 77 minutes. I'm like, okay. Then I was like, why is this taping taking 2 hours? So, but anyways, hey, sometimes Chad Too Bad goes long. So
that's what I've heard.
There was a little bit of like, hey, get some crowd shots here. That went a little long. We'll probably do some stuff with that. Like, okay. But anyways,
before we get into Raw, I have a Lego update.
Okay.
Too Sweet Me Sword.
Oh. What is that for our audio listeners?
It is an Infinity Gauntlet.
In the Too Sweet.
in the Too Sweet.
I love it.
Because I'm wearing my Scott Hall Remembrance shirt.
Yes.
So I felt it was appropriate to do the Too Sweet pose.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
And for those keeping track at home, that means I now have 5 different Infinity Gauntlets.
Really? I've not been keeping track. So that's 1 Lego.
Actually, there are 3 Lego.
Okay.
There are 3 Lego ones. The other 2 are currently being wielded.
That's right.
By Dobby the House Elf.
Dobby the House Elf.
Yeah, he really doesn't want you to fucking touch Harry Potter.
No, absolutely not.
Yeah, look. He's got all the gems.
They look like jelly beans to me over the feed.
I mean, a little bit. It's an interesting Lego piece. I'll say that. Because it comes in like a little ring, and then each step, the ring has like 4 little stones on it in case you lose one. Which is nice, for the kids.
Yeah, for the kids. Yeah. Well, Raw, Mike, for the first time in a while, I put Raw on tonight while I was working.
Okay.
Now, I was also concurrently attempting to catch up on Rise Wrestling because I have unfortunately not watched a full Rise Wrestling in months because Chachi's been producing them, and I just put the graphics in and put them out. So I don't know a lot of what's happening with Rise other than basically seeing entrances and ends of matches. So, kind of like when you're skimming through Raw. But anyways, so I was catching up on the Keep It Player show from back in February, I think it was. Had this going on, had watching a little bit of Dark Elevation before that, and of course, catching up on things. We're definitely trying to get caught up with some of our back editing for a lot of these wrestling shows the last few weeks since we've been on the road. But I got to tell you, I tweeted this. Raw has single-handedly in one segment, if not two, reminded me why I love it and why I don't want to watch it on a regular basis at the same time. And that would be during the wedding segment and during the Ezekiel lie detector test segment. So they were definitely the most interesting things of the night from what I could tell. I didn't catch some of the first maybe half hour of the show. But it was the most interesting, if not confusing, and there was a comment, I believe, from Podner that says the top rope crossbody in a wedding gown is the peak of Raw. But also the classic thing with Monday Night Raw where we're going to take the long way around to get to the punchline.
Yeah, I mean, they have time to fill.
They do have, when you have 3 hours to fill, you're going to do a segment, because I think this segment was like the Raw before Mania that the proposals happened. Is that correct? I believe I witnessed that in Pittsburgh here.
Yes.
Okay. And
it might have been the Raw before Mania.
And we had a...
no, it was the Raw before Mania because I expected the weddings to happen on the Mania after Raw.
And then, of course, we had a double ceremony, wedding ceremony.
Yep. As you do.
With Tamina and Tozawa and Reggie and Brooke.
Dana
Brooke, not Brooks. Brooke. But also, R-Truth can officiate any of my vow renewals. But anyways. Wait, when's my 20 coming up? Anyways.
You should know that.
In about 2 years. So maybe R-Truth will be available. We'll have to look into that. So yeah. Mike, I'm going to put it right now, and hopefully my wife's not listening in the back. When we do our wedding vow renewals again, we did them for the 10. We did them up on Mount Washington. It was a lot of fun. It was kind of a quick thing, and then we went and had dinner down South Side. But I want it in a wrestling ring. I don't know more about where that's going to be, but I want it in a wrestling ring, and I want it like Monday Night Raw style.
So you want your wife to turn on you and
I'm pretty sure one
try
of us
to pin you for a championship?
I'm pretty sure one of us is going to win the 24/7 championship. I mean, we already have a Mayhemmer with an official belt.
This is true.
I mean, it is the Kicking Cancer's Ass championship, but still,
we also have a Mayhemmer with a replica of sorts 24/7 championship.
There's that as well, which has been contested. Okay. Plus, we have plenty of friends of the show, like RSW champion Zeke Mercer.
Yeah. Yeah, Zeke. He disappoints me on a constant level.
Wait, what?
He just disappoints me.
What did he do now? Are you just as a general term, he disappoints you?
His movie tastes.
Oh boy,
are questionable.
Oh, was this the Resident Evil statement that I just saw
He
today?
likes the Resident Evil movies and he hates Mel Brooks movies.
Oh, that's an age thing. I mean, we grew up in that era. I mean, I don't think anybody should be exposed first off right now.
To the Resident Evil movies, I agree.
Yeah, okay, there's that. I did like the first one, though. But then I got like, what are we doing here? But I think Mel Brooks movies are hard for somebody born after 2000 to digest as first-timers. I mean,
I guess.
Listen, man.
But he's not
Mike,
even willing.
Mike,
he's not even willing.
We grew up through the end of the Cold War. We have a completely different sensibility when it comes to humor, and I think that's where that fits in.
I guess.
So
I'm just disappointed. I'm happy for him that he has a championship. I'm disappointed.
Anyways,
yeah, that was a sidebar. I apologize, but had to be said.
And Rev's got like 3 of them. I'm sure he's got one to spare.
Sure.
Yeah, I don't even know when the one's going to get ever contested again.
And honestly, if there really should be anyone presiding over a championship change during a wedding renewal, it should be the Rev.
The Rev, you're right. The Rev, the Rev, and the Rev is actually one of probably many ordained. Like, I feel like a lot of wrestlers have told me that they're ordained.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean...
Hey, you always have your gear ready, Sorg.
You always have your gear ready.
That's just the same mentality.
I'm sure it is. So, this happened, and it was I don't know, they started doing switcheroo with the grooms, and then at one point, we almost had a HLA redo.
And we almost had, and this was a very tiny thing. I'm not sure if anyone caught it during the segment. I know I caught it because I was looking for it. When they did the switch, everyone was so focused on Dana and Tamina. They didn't notice Tozawa actually scoping out Reggie from behind. And I'm gonna say, while the crossbody block in the wedding dress was peak Raw, Tozawa checking out Reggie from behind and considering his options. It's 1 in 1A.
It's appreciated. It's appreciated. Oh yeah, this is the little details they threw. It
was right there. I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
It's like that Snickers commercial. I'm sure you've seen it on all your targeted ads, where there's 2 couples playing a board game, and one of them says, "You want to do a little swap?" The girl gets confused, and they think they're going to trade sexual partners. It's basically the same thing. It's just on Raw.
Oh wow, I am not aware of that. But the Snickers commercials have gotten wild, huh?
Oh yeah. Sorg, just watch YouTube for 30 minutes straight, and you will see that commercial. I promise.
So I pay to not see ads on YouTube.
Okay.
Because I am. Listen, man, I'm very busy, and I only have so much mental bandwidth.
Fair.
Of which I expend a lot on professional wrestling, and I don't. Sorg, don't got time for that.
That's fair.
Nope. So I pay for the high-end Hulu, so I don't get ads for Geico while I'm watching my Dragon Ball Super, and I pay for we're throwing around no ad money like crazy around here, so that's my quality of life thing. Anyway, so hey, another additional friend of the show, Mayhem Easter egg of sorts that Bradley actually pointed out. I wasn't even paying attention; they were background characters. Plus, I'm literally working while I'm watching Raw, and we had a lot of familiar faces by it. Somebody has been on the show, Jocelyn, that I know, but we do know from a lot of wrestling shows around the area in Ohio. Katie Arquette was there in the background, as well as Laura Lovelace. So, but yeah, that was. I love Chris LaRusso tweeting. Laura gets invited to all the fun parties. So his invite apparently was lost in the mail. Ben Boone, not a friend of the show, but somebody we know from Ohio wrestling as well, that I've got to work with in the past, also a part of that too. So good to see some familiar faces. They were just up in Buffalo, so that's not terribly far away from here. I think it's about a 4-hour drive from here. So very, very exciting. So Ezekiel.
Yeah.
We love when there's a lie detector test in the middle of a ring.
Obviously. I will say, Chad Gable has perfected 2000 skirt angle.
The shoosh thing is pretty crazy. Oh, so side note, real quick. Thank you for confirming. I was unsure, but John in the chat room says Eden Von England was the blonde in the white dress as well. I think to the right there. So thank you. I wasn't 100% on that one, so I didn't want to say anything. But yeah, okay. Back to the yeah. No, he really. So I was getting those vibes too.
He's perfected it. He's perfected it. He really has. Like,
and the shoes thing.
He even basically broke out the 3 eyes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Like he didn't say the 3 eyes, but he definitely said intelligence, integrity, and intensity.
Mm-hmm.
He definitely, like, I'm pretty sure he said all of them tonight.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay, all right, so I can't wait for the angle where we find out that Chad really was the illegitimate son of Kurt Angle.
I know. Like this I could buy into. I would have bought into it before if he was. I don't know, maybe because it is the obvious thing. And I just felt like they were really reaching with other guy. But
Jason Jordan.
Yeah, it's just yeah.
Well, I mean, they weren't exactly reaching with Jason Jordan.
No.
If you remember Kurt's promo with King Booker.
That is right. Yeah.
Not exactly reaching.
No, I don't mean reaching because of that. I just mean reaching because, like, Chad as a character seemed like the second coming of Angle to begin with. Even when he was doing Ready, Willing, and Gable. Like, it was, yeah, that's what I was going for on that, actually. So, I don't know. It just seemed like I feel like WWE goes for the obvious choices, and that was it. And it would have been like, okay, that can be entertaining. And plus, like, Chad was one that I really, like, I wanted to get behind. You know, at the time when were they doing American Alpha at the time or something maybe?
Yeah.
So like he was the guy. He was the guy that was in that tag team purgatory for a while, and I would have loved to see kind of break out at that point. So, but hey, he's doing great stuff right now, right? He's got a great spot on Raw.
Give me Chad Gable and Kevin Owens doing a segment together every week.
Hey, can I tell you? So I can say sort of that I watched SmackDown this week.
Okay.
As in, we found the only place open in Monroeville after 247 MMA was a BW3, and it was on TV. And I got to tell you, what I saw had me interested because I'm looking up and I'm like, hey, kids, that's Drew Gulak. And I'm with a lot of wrestling people, one that happens to have their own shirt on Pro Wrestling Tees, by the way. So when the announcer comes back and he's got like his name effing name thing shirt, I'm just like, what the hell? You have a wrestling shirt? He's like, yeah, Pro Wrestling Tees. I'm like, okay. So, but no, we're sitting there watching. We're sitting just bullshitting, you know, post show and everything, and I'm just like, why is Drew Gulak like in a segment with Charlotte on SmackDown right now? What is going on over there? And then whatever else was going on seemed interesting as well. And I was like, I wish I had a minute to watch the rest of it. So, but it sounds like they're doing very good on SmackDown. I heard their ratings like popped like 100% or something like that. So, yeah. So I don't know. That's what somebody was telling me anecdotally. So I don't know if there's true numbers behind that or anything like that. But it looks like a fun show, you know, compared to Raw.
I'm irritated with SmackDown.
What are they doing?
Well, they have the Ronda Rousey, and they're promoting Lacey Evans again.
Oh, I see.
So, you know,
she's popping up on my Twitter this week. I was like, does this mean she's back? I don't know.
Yeah, she's been doing vignettes that she's back. So basically, the SmackDown Women's division is going to be dead to me for about 6 months.
Okay, moving on then. So
I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Because the last thing we need in this world is Ronda Rousey versus Lacey Evans in a battle of morality.
Oof.
That's the last fucking thing we need in this world.
Yeah. But nice to see that Cody is the number one guy on Raw now.
Oh yeah, well I think that was part of the deal he signed.
Yeah. Well, yeah. So no day. He's gone from like working like once or twice a month to like the entire circuit. It seems because I think he was all over like the Erie. Actually, no. I heard somebody from somebody's friend's kid up in Erie got his signed belt at the during the show. So he's on that circuit. He's doing that. So
he's gonna be at the SmackDown tapings doing the dark match.
There you go.
Him and Seth.
It was funny because I saw when Kevin Owens was announced for the match tonight as a surprise. I texted Missy and I was like, "This seems familiar," because that was the dark match that we saw, the Raw after Mania. So,
It was a good match.
It was a good match. It was a fun match. Yeah, it was fun the first time too. No, it was some good stuff. So, and it was a lot shorter. Man, why are we getting a commercial break and coming back at 5 till? At the end of Raw. Have we been doing this?
Yeah, that's something weird they've been doing.
That seems like bullshit to me.
I think it's because they want to measure the ratings for the last 10 minutes to see who tuned into the last 10 minutes.
Yeah. It's like, oh, I got to see how this finishes. I mean, I get it, but it's just really freaking annoying to watch.
They only do it during matches, though. They don't really do it if the main event's a segment.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing that I'm watching with commercials full on is probably like Wednesday night AEW, because I don't even, half the time I'm not even watching Rampage live, just because of life. But yeah, I don't know. It's all kind of maddening to me, especially Raw. Raw is horrible with commercials these days. Like I wish
Raw
I didn't.
Sometimes it's horrible without commercials.
But there is that too. So, I was excited to find it because I realized that I forgot that Hulu has SmackDown, so I might try to watch it a little more if I find any time on the weekends. I suppose that's not going to happen. But anyways, anything else from Raw? Anything else I missed?
We broke up Rhea and Liv.
Oh
sadly.
Man,
the breakup everyone knew was coming.
I know.
Because the crowd genuinely liked the team and were getting used to them tagging together. So logically, the thing to do is to break them up.
Yeah. Apparently.
But I mean, who knows? Rhea kind of works better as a heel anyway. So silver lining.
I thought she was a great, like, badass face.
Yeah, but
my wife likes her. My wife really likes her.
I think everyone's wife likes her.
Yeah, like really like her. It's like this is an interesting.
Sorg, have you looked up the Twitter trend of Rhea Ripley pinning combination?
It's a Twitter trend.
Not trend, but there is enough of a trend.
I'm going to investigate
where people will just post pictures of Rhea Ripley pinning people, specifically probably Zelina Vega.
Rhea Ripley pinning?
Yeah, I would do that.
Do that? Okay, let's see what's going on here. I don't have this. I guess I can plug this in if we think it's something we should show. But top is no. That looks like Rhea returning heel 20%. Oh wow, yeah, okay.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, they're like, yeah, it's just pinning combinations.
Yep.
Huh.
It's specific.
Oh, look, there's a Brazzers on the corner of this one over here.
Yep, there we go. That's about
I'm just gonna send this to my wife and see what happens. Let's just see what happens. Copy.
So we may have to cut the show early.
Yeah, just saying. It's gonna be like, oh, I gotta go. I'm gonna have to go. All right. We're just gonna make that happen. Anyways, what else is happening? Now that
we have a new U.S. champion that's a scumbag.
Oh.
Honestly, he should be managed by King at this point because they have very similar interests.
Oh wow, there's like a slow-mo of her pinning Sasha Banks. That's interesting.
Yep, that's about right.
This is a corner of the internet that then people are putting our face on other people pinning people, and it gets kind of peculiar. This is the kind of people that make my numbers pop on YouTube. So
Garza,
not those numbers. No, don't read my comments on IndyWrestling.us. Holy shit! I was just like, I'm like, it's not. I think it's wrong. I'm not sure if it's. Yeah, we've talked about this before. Oh boy.
But yeah. Sorg, we need to get rid of Lawler.
Dude, I was already tired of him after the first the first, like, during, I'm like, I'm glad his wedding's here. I wish Lawler wasn't here.
No,
I actually tweeted.
No, like, that wedding segment would have been a lot better. If
He
it
kept
wasn't
talking
for
over
Lawler.
the shit. He kept talking
Because
over the jokes to put his own jokes.
We get it, King. You're
Fuck.
terrible at marriage because you marry people that can't be legally binded into contractual obligations.
Seriously.
We get it.
Yes.
We fucking get it. That's the only time I want the word king mentioned of Jerry Lawler, is if there's an F and a U before it.
Hmm.
But my God, just he ruined the whole bit for me.
Mm-hmm. He did.
And it was a good segment. Everyone was doing the Lord's work in the ring, and Lawler was doing his level best to just kill the entire segment.
Yeah.
Like just get rid of him. Like, we don't need him on commentary. Jimmy Smith and Byron would do just fine as a two-person.
Yeah, we could just roll with the two-person, right? Are we like? Is Jimmy Smith confident enough to not be flanked by two guys though?
Byron is more than capable of carrying.
Oh, absolutely.
Because
absolutely.
Byron without Corey is pretty good. Because he's not constantly being mocked.
Mm-hmm.
Like that I know we like Corey here, but that's just the truth of it.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I've kind of enjoyed Corey not being on Raw, but at the same time,
he comes on a lot stronger these days. That's for sure. But I mean, that's what they like. But that's what they like there on commentary. I mean, that's why Pat McAfee's such a big thing with them, right? I mean,
but McAfee's not openly insulting Cole.
No. If anything, he's overly gracious to be there.
Yeah.
He's overly, I'm just happy to be here, man, and I'm going to dance on this fucking table. So, well, where am I at? Oh, I think I fell into another Twitter trend. We're going to back out of that. Hi. Hi. Anyways. Hi. So SmackDown. Did you catch any of the AEW over the last week, sir?
I've caught all the AEW, actually.
A lot happening. Holy crap.
So I have a question.
Yes.
Do you think that Samoa Joe's first shirt in AEW should just be the color of his chest after his match?
How about that? They just chopped each other for like 5 minutes, and it was gloriously violent.
Then they wrestled, and then they did it again.
Yes. If you wonder why I love watching Japanese wrestling, this match.
But see, the thing is, I don't want that every match.
It's not every match. But man, like remember when we were
it's not every match. I want it once a show.
Okay, and it happens like once a show. Also, I was also thinking about the idea of, like, we talk about, like, there's 6-man tags and everything on AEW. It's like, well, that's exactly what Japanese New Japan wrestling is. It's a bunch of 6-mans and other stuff happens and leads to the big shows, kind of thing.
Yeah, but see, I don't like that.
It's fine. You don't like that. That's
fine.
I
also like women's wrestling a lot. So New Japan.
Yes,
really...
that I would say that is an issue. Of sorts, but I think, it's Japan. The sensibilities are different there, right? There's the women's promotion versus the men's.
Yeah,
and they have been featuring women's wrestling in the Tokyo Dome, I believe in conjunction with Stardom. Somebody correct me if I'm wrong, for Wrestle Kingdom. So there are, they're not, it's just they divide them there, company-wise and all things like that. I don't think there's like an anti-women thing, but I think there's just this is over here, and this is over here, and this is just how it goes. So it's a cultural thing. I'm not going to judge that necessarily. Why can't I get to the roster? I want to see if there is an actual Samoa Joe shirt.
Samoa Joe shirt. I don't know if there's that. I don't know if there's an officially licensed one yet.
Feels like they would be right on that. They're usually pretty good about that kind of stuff. Oh, Joe's here. Give me like a day. Here's a shirt. Well, they got one for the submission specialist since 1999, but I'm not sure if that's part of. I mean, I'm in the AEW store, but maybe pulling in some Pro Wrestling Tees stuff. But yeah. So there's some stuff there. It's definitely not the what you want. But yeah, exactly. No, that was a lot of fun. I like they gave it time. The Texas death match, which was a last man standing match, pretty much. I didn't know I thought the rules were something different, but I mean,
Yeah. Well, from what I thought a Texas death match was I thought you had to pin someone first, and then they had a standing.
That's what I thought too. Sometimes the Texas death match is also just a hardcore match in Texas. So
there is a Samoa Joe shirt.
Yeah, put it up with this guy over here.
It's okay.
It's a standard Samoa Joe shirt. So
yeah.
And it is an All Elite Wrestling official one according to this. So, but that's okay because everybody I think around here is vowed to pick up the new Lee Moriarty shirt if they have it here at the Pittsburgh show on Wednesday. So,
as they should.
That's right. Man, it's so cool, so cool. We're driving back from visiting my mother on it was about a county out of Pittsburgh on Sunday. Happy Easter, happy post-Easter, by the way. And both of the digital billboards popped up the big AEW ad with Britt on it. So it was like it's just really cool to see that in the area with our person on it, and it's going to be her first match back since losing the title. So it'll be good to have that another homecoming of sorts there. Also, she's doing a baby formula drive. Not too far away too. So
are you sure? Are we sure it's not a Bay formula?
Bay formula. Why didn't you think of that?
It's right there.
Oh my God, it is.
It's right there.
Oh no. Yeah, actually, I think it's not too far from where I'm at. So. Oh boy. Confirmed. Stardom's been featured on Wrestle Kingdom for the past 2 years, actually. So, but yeah. I'd love if they did feature. I wish that Wrestle Kingdom would start, New Japan World would start carrying one of the other women's promotions, Stardom presumably, just for content. I think would make a lot of sense. But again, I don't run that network. I have my own network, and I really would love to find a women's promotion to carry on my network. Actually, so Pittsburgh, hey, can somebody who's not a skeevy asshole start a women's promotion so that we can help you produce? Because I'm interested.
Preferably
in
a woman.
Preferably a woman would be nice. So, well, the women were doing the booking. Like, you know what? Not moving on. AEW. Just gonna
Sorg very quickly got the dig up motion.
She's not even in the room, so.
Anyways, yeah, AEW. Sammy and Ty can go away.
Oh, I'm over that for sure. But I've been over Sammy since day one. So, and I hate it because I like Ty Conti.
I miss Miro.
I kind of hate it. Dalton Castle and John Gresham on my TV.
Mm-hmm.
Hello. So many people got introduced to Dalton Castle that hadn't seen them before. We're now in a world where both Dalton Castle... How many
people got introduced to Jonathan Gresham?
That as well. That is the biggest platform he's probably been on, right?
I guarantee it.
Yeah. So,
I mean,
he has been all over Impact, but again, that's Access TV, and everybody's like, what is that? Do I have it? But that's the first time probably Dalton Castle's been on basic cable, right? So big exposure point there. And I'm hoping that's really good for him. I'm hoping that helps him. I hope he sticks around. I hope that means he's still going to be around for Ring of Honor, whatever that form is going to be. I still have not seen anything about what's going to happen with the TV show. Last I knew, they're still doing best ofs, so I want to see what happens there. But just to see, okay, what is the next step? Am I signing up for Ring Honor Club? Apparently, I already have because I had the last pay-per-view. It's still a mystery. I'm not sure. Have I done enough work for a fight? They're just giving me shit for free? I hope so. I don't know. Mike, give me a call. But anyways, but yeah, I don't. As weird as it is, and at least we have plenty of belts to have for Championship Week, for Battle of the Belts Week, and everything. But no, I think it was pretty cool, and I love how it's a little weird at first when I'm like, wait, why aren't we defending all our belts on the show called Battle of the Belts? And I was like, well, we have enough belts, we can do a Championship Week, and I kind of love the thematic thing of it because I think the shows and the use of the belts have been very strong through the week. So for about everybody, at least.
At least every match on the show this time was an actual championship.
Oh,
match.
absolutely, absolutely. So, but I like that they create an event out of the whole week, right? Like it felt like a cohesive event of sorts. So I think that's something they are pretty good at. So, and also I enjoy when Excalibur has to say the match is coming up in the next week and a half with entirely no breaths.
Mm-hmm. My
He's an expert
favorite,
at that.
One of my favorite things that I've realized about AEW recently is whenever William Regal's on commentary.
Oh, yes.
Oh no, not just because of Regal, because he's lovely. He refers to Excalibur as Man in the Mask.
I noticed that.
He refuses to call him Excalibur. I'm assuming it's because he's British.
I think so.
And because he doesn't think he's worthy to say the name.
Maybe.
He calls him Man in the
He
Mask.
does.
And I love it. But I'm also flummoxed by it. Because I don't understand. Because that seems like an R-Truth thing.
Did you see Regal being cursed by Danhausen?
I've only heard tell of it. I haven't had a chance to watch
take
it
a
yet.
minute after this show.
Oh yeah, no, I've heard Regal sells it like death. But
yes. It's
Sorg,
wonderful. He gets wobbly legged. And he's uncurse me. It's great classic Regal.
Speaking of wonderful, please tell me that you have watched the newest sensation sweeping the internet. Hey, EW.
Oh, have I? I do need to watch the Keith Lee one. I watched the Eddie Kingston one. I've watched the Hook one. I've watched the. But I will watch anything RJ City does. Come on. Yes.
I thought the Eddie Kingston episode deserved an Emmy.
Yes, it did. Yes.
No, Sorg. The Keith Lee one deserves every Emmy.
It's either, I saw like we're going to talk about your limits.
All right, Sorg. I'm just going to I'm going to run this one part past you because I know you'll appreciate it.
Okay.
So, RJ City asked Keith Lee if he's familiar with the show Wings.
Yes, he was talking to somebody else about Wings. He talks about Wings a lot.
With Tony Shalhoub.
I did watch some Wings lately. It was like a Pluto episode, so I've refreshed.
Okay. Good. Okay, so this joke will land even harder.
Okay. I watched it religiously back on my 3 channels back in the day.
Yes, as did I. As did we all.
Yes.
And Keith Lee responds that he only watches anime. To which my galaxy brain now wants to see Keith Lee and RJ City doing an episode of Gundam Wings.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Beautiful.
I want every member of the Nantucket Airport staff.
I want to visit. Does anybody else that grew up watching Wings want to visit Nantucket?
I think everyone does.
I mean,
think
just
you're
in
going
general.
to be vastly disappointed.
And by the way, real quick, shout out to.
But Sorg, I want them all to have their own robots.
The robots?
That turn
Yeah,
into
because they're in
planes.
Gundams. There you
Because
go.
it's Gundam Wings.
And
that's what I want.
Yes.
And I want Tony Shalhoub's plane to turn into a robot monk.
There. Can the what's his name, Hayden Church, be Sandman colored?
Yes. Absolutely.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
Hey, shout out to the Rev Ron Hunt hanging out in the chat room with us tonight over on Facebook. Glad to see you out there. And I can't wait to have you. We need to have you back on the show soon to talk about your WrestleMania weekend and this video going around of Shane Taylor chopping somebody for $400. That he was basically live tweeting when this has happened to me. We got to have you back on in the near future. You're on my list, buddy. So
And apparently Tony Khan has a major announcement on Wednesday.
Yes, which is almost like
I'm tired of his major announcement.
What can it be?
I'm tired. I'm tired of them.
Maybe he buys Kaiju Big Battle. I don't know. This is my thing.
Unless he's buying Lucha Underground.
I don't think there's anything to buy. I really don't think there's anything to buy there at this point.
I guarantee there's something to buy.
There's got to be something, sure.
There's something to buy there.
Yeah.
He can make a lot of Lucha Underground Season 3 canon. That's all.
He does have a lot of Lucha Underground in the promotion. So, yeah. Also, Tony Schiavone. It also broke me down a little bit to hear who are the announcers Saturday? It was Tony Schiavone, and was Jim Ross on it? No, he just does the Wednesdays. Taz. But yeah, Taz but to hear Tony Schiavone calling a Ring of Honor match was a little brain breaking for me. Right? Yep. Like that was just like, what is this fucking world?
They did have the Ring of Honor announcer though.
Oh yeah, they've been doing that. Well, he's been taking a lot of strolls over to Impact Wrestling for that as well. Because also the Ring of Honor title was just defended Thursday night on Impact. So yeah,
which is ironic because not being defended at Rebellion.
Right. Wait, isn't it? I thought they are doing something with it, aren't they?
No, Gresham has a match right now. It's not listed for the ROH title.
Oh, who's he got? Is it
Eddie Edwards?
Oh, yeah. Really? That's not. I thought they were setting that up as a title match.
I mean, according to Wikipedia, as of right now. So I mean, grain of salt. But
well, there's one more episode between now and the pay-per-view, so they may finally.
You know what they need to add? I'm very upset that they haven't. The inspiration.
The whole reason for you being there.
Not currently on the card.
They just Caleb with the K just left the company.
I'm upset.
You are going to get Taya Valkyrie in a AAA Rey de Reyes.
I'm very okay with that.
I was there on production when that first face-off happened.
Tina just said Gresham's injured.
No.
Oh boy.
Okay, that's not good.
Oh boy.
Was that from Saturday night, or well, I guess it would have been Friday tape? Oh, you probably had some stuff over the weekend too. So, man. Mike. You're gonna get Ishii.
Yeah. Oh, I'm excited.
Against Jonah.
Yeah, I'm very excited for that.
Jeez.
That's gonna be a lot of fun.
You're gonna get Trey, Mike Bailey, and Ace Austin. Have you seen a Mike Bailey match?
I have not. And
my God.
I know. I'm excited.
There's something. Somebody said that he's had like 40 matches already this year, and I'm sure 10 of those were in the 3 days at WrestleCon weekend. So between that and Collective and whatever else he was on. Let's see. You got Tasha. You got Eddie Edwards, John Gresham, maybe. Jay White, Steve Macklin, and Chris Sabin. That's going to be fun. You're on the Macklin train, I believe.
Yeah.
So, man, that is a really good show. And the Josh Alexander Moose thing, absolutely. I'm going to have to probably purchase this pay-per-view to watch the next day because it feels like it's going to be freaking worth it. So, Chacho will probably pick it up. I'm sure, but yeah. So, good thing there's no local shows for everybody to enjoy it. So I'm excited to get your feedback on this. I'm sure you'll probably see some friends of the show around one way or another there from the way things seem to go there. I'm not even like worried about this being a $40 pay-per-view.
I'm surprised they haven't announced some kind of fan fest.
I'm
a little upset by it because I was going to go to it if it happened, but it doesn't seem like it's happening.
No. I don't know. Do they usually do one? I'm not aware of it.
They did for the last pay-per-view they had.
Okay, for Hard to Kill.
Yeah.
Was that the one in
similar.
Vegas? Maybe they're still filling out the territory up there.
Hold
on.
It's because they haven't sold out.
Hold on.
Okay.
Save your money, because you know what I just found on
boy.
Fight that. And now Fight's been really interesting lately. We saw recently there was the pillow fighting championships. But ladies and gentlemen, I present you the next craze that this podcast is going to start covering: the slap fight championship.
Nope.
No?
Hard pass.
You don't want a slap fight championship? Hold on.
Have you seen one of those
I am
things?
interested. How
Have
would
you
rate
seen
this
one
show?
of those things?
No, I haven't. What,
Oh,
what-
I have.
I've seen no wait. I've seen the slap I've seen the slap battle things on YouTube or something, right?
Yeah, I'm all the way out on that.
I mean, the main event is White Simba versus Wolverine.
Yeah, no.
No.
Nope.
Frank
Sorry.
the Tank versus Darius the Destroyer.
Nope.
This is wow. How much of a pay-per-view is this?
Nope.
Is,
Sorry.
Actually, it's a Fight Plus one, so you just have to subscribe.
Yeah, no. I'm not in on that.
Okay, all right. Should I get the alternative commentary for the pay-per-view with?
Oh yeah, you
Soka?
should. Yeah, you
But
should.
Tom and Matthew are wonderful. I mean, this is with SoCal Val,
I wish I could have that commentary while I'm live in the arena.
Tara, and Tracy Brooks.
Yeah, that sounds wonderful.
Can I get Raw alternate commentary?
Oh my god.
I mean, can we? I mean,
One week you and I should just do Raw alternate commentary.
I mean, that's just kind of a watch along, isn't it? So,
Well, yeah.
yeah.
But, you know.
Man. Anyways,
But we're also I'm really curious about this. There's apparently going to be a 17 gauntlet match at Rebellion.
yeah, or 8-team. Well, including the champs, right? So, yeah, they're going to defend the belts. So maybe the Iconics will be a part of that.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Please, Impact, please give me the Iconics versus Violent by Design, please, and just have them win with the sick knee from Sydney.
To be fair,
Please. Or,
I didn't get the Iconics either at my Impact experience. So,
it's not fair.
I mean, I know.
It's not fair, Sorg.
So let's move out. So like
What if I
said,
brought a sign that said "I came to be I inspired"?
exactly. So, it is time. They might put something in there.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised because they don't have a women's tag title match.
So I've been on the road for a little bit, so I haven't had a lot of time to catch up with my movie watching, and I did watch Morbius. And this is now the third Doctor that Marvel movies have turned into villains.
Yeah.
And that's 4 if you count DC with Peter Capaldi and the Suicide Squad. I guess a little bit of spoiler, but because they really do not allude to this in the trailer, you just see a flash of the guy. But I really kind of liked Morbius.
Yep. I didn't hate it. I didn't hate it.
It was better than the second Venom movie. It was.
I'm gonna say it was better than the first Venom movie.
I say on par, if not a little bit better than the first Venom movie. So I mean, and granted, this movie obviously pales in comparison to about every other Marvel Studios movie that you've seen. And
honestly, you know what Morbius reminded me of? X3, in the best possible way.
Okay.
Because it seemed like it was made in the same era.
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, it would have been a great movie if it was made in the late. And also, the Thor: Love and Thunder teaser has dropped today. 16. I haven't watched this yet. So, okay, we'll be watching that after this. Okay, we'll just cue that guy
real good.
up. All right, we'll do that. Should I do a live watch along?
Absolutely.
All right, we'll do that last.
It's only a
show.
teaser. It's like a minute and a half.
All right, we'll do that at the end of the show. But no, I really enjoyed it. The end stuff seemed really tacked on.
Oh, and it didn't make a lick of sense.
It was exceptionally, and I just rewatched No Way Home a few days before since my Blu-ray came in. So
didn't make a lick of sense.
No, and we'll see what it does. I mean, this doesn't make any sense unless we're getting like a Spider-Man 4, and that is inconclusive at this point.
Sorg, what universe do you think Morbius is in?
He's in the one with Venom. They
Well,
allude to him.
technically, all three of them have some form of venom in them now.
What?
Well, the MCU has a symbiote.
Okay, wait.
Toby's universe had venom.
Oh, that deal. Wait. Wait.
Oh no, I guess Garfield never had venom, but
You never had and they've specifically talk about that thing in San Francisco, alluding to Venom.
yeah, but I think this is all in Andrew Garfield's universe.
No. Well, yeah,
I
guess
think
it
it
could
is.
be. It really could be, huh?
I think it is.
There's nothing that says it's not. But also, the movie, even though the trailer had something, there was nothing in this movie about Spider-Man.
No, there's nothing in any of these.
There's
movies about
nothing.
Spider-Man.
But in the trailer, there were posters of Spider-Man that they walk by.
Oh yeah, but the director didn't know about that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Yeah, he said that was something the trailer people put together.
Yeah. Just to remind you, it's kind of a Spider-Man movie, but not. Yeah,
It has nothing to do.
it had
with Spider-Man.
that, and the where you do see Michael Keaton in the trailer is a scene that you do not see in the movie. So
it's a post-credit scene.
there's some bullshit trailering that they've been doing between this and Venom. Like
I don't like it. I don't like it not one bit.
The Sony Spider-Verse trailer makers are bullshit.
Okay. Do you want to know how they can fix a lot of this? How Sony can fix a lot of this? And I'm going to break it down real simple, like a fraction.
Wait, hold back. Rob says, what if the thing in San Francisco they discussed was X-Men 3?
I saw that, and I was going to, after I got my point out, I was going to give Rob props on that one because that made me guffaw.
And also reminding us, Days of Future Past made X-Men 3 not happen.
Yeah.
True, also true.
Yeah, but it also didn't age any of the characters in first.
Oh yeah, that was
beyond,
real fucking weird. I was like, it's another decade. Why are you still?
Sorg. I once had to explain to friend of the show, Berg's Eye Wife, on Twitter for about 2 hours about the X-Men movie timeline.
I rewatched a lot of the X-Men movies recently.
Man.
No, it don't fucking make sense.
Because she was trying to watch them in order,
and
she's like, "What order do I need to watch these in?" I'm like, "Well,
that's a tricky question.
That's
a tricky question.
that's a conversation more than a question.
I read
really.
2 articles recently that attempted to make sense of it, and I was like, "No, okay, all right,
yeah.
Good luck."
It's a conversation.
No,
anyway, so here's how Sony can fix this.
But I did pre-order the Blu-ray. That's where I'm at with this. But I also did the Venom 2 movie just out of habit.
Yeah, fair.
Okay.
But do you want to know how Sony can fix this? I'll tell you who the Spider-Man is in that universe. Chris Pine.
The fuck? Wait. He was the first Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yes.
The one that died.
That's how you fix this. That is how you fix this. That's exactly how you do it. You don't have to do jack shit with the MCU. You had a very good Spider-Man. You had a very good Spider-Man. And Into the Spider-Verse, granted, he was animated. That doesn't mean that it wasn't.
That I would be shocked if these next 2 Spider-Verse movies don't have some allusions to the live action.
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, I'm. Granted, I know nothing about these movies. I wish I did. I'm going to guarantee Tom Holland, Andrew Garfield, and Tobey Maguire are all going to be in it.
Yes.
I'm going to guarantee it.
I'm
absolutely
I think they just drop in the live action verse and we just do a thing and there's going to be like a live action Miles.
See, what I really hope is in Spider-Verse 2. I really hope we get the Spectacular Spider-Man. That's what I'm hoping for. I
saw you
not
flying over the
hopeful
season
about
3
that.
poster. All right, now's the time. We're going to close the show because my wife's got to go home because she's going to be not happy when she realizes it's tomorrow already. So we're going to look at the Thor Love and Thunder. I'm going to give some reactions. We got a kid running through woods. This looks like the Loki series so far. I see that he's lost his weight.
Mhm.
That's good. I was worried about his health.
Are you watching this with sound?
I'm watching it. The sound's on. I'm not carrying more sound. The soundtrack is pretty amazing.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
Okay, so he is with the Guardians.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Okay. Oh my God. I'm already all in on this freaking movie.
Yep. Absolutely. There it is.
Oh my God. Not every God. I'm just smiling watching this. Has a plan. Oh no. New Asgard.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the Guardians are in this for like the first 10 minutes and that's it.
Oh yeah, I'm sure they're
That's
absolutely.
it. Off to
They're
another
in for 10
adventure.
minutes and then they fuck off. Yeah.
And Lady.
Mm-hmm.
Who's Lady Thor? Is that what's her face?
That's Natalie Portman.
That is Natalie Portman. I couldn't tell from that image on at least on my iPad here.
She looks good.
So I am
looks
digging
jacked.
digging it, jacked. If not Rhea Ripley, like I wonder how she pins people. All right, Mike, it's been a lot of fun getting back into the
she
Monday
puts
nights.
Mjolnir on their chest. That's how.
There you go. Don't make me.
And by the way,
Mjolnir
Sorg, I'm gonna do this. Cero miedo.
with the glove.
Yeah.
Mike, Mad Mike 483. We will be back tomorrow. We have with us. Are you ready for a married couple on the show tomorrow night?
Sure.
Not in a wedding like tonight, but we will have.
Say that means a lot of things at this point.
We will have Emily, who has been working with us on video production for 2PW in this past week's 247 Fighting Championship, as well as Freaky will be joining us, who was just partially instrumental in Jason Gorey winning the Top Prospect 2PW Championship just last weekend. By the way, that show is processing as we speak to go up on the network in VOD here sometime probably by the afternoon on IndyWrestling.us. Though we're very excited to have them both on remotely because they're about 2 hours away from Pittsburgh. So they're actually in Bobby's neck of the woods, I think. So there you go.
Wow.
Thank you, Mad Mike 483 on the Twitter.
Yeah, I'm doing things and stuff, and things of the like.
Things of the like and things of the mic. I'm at Sorgatron on the Twitter for all of my fun adventures. We'll see you guys next time. Mayhem out. Stay tuned for Soak Stockings. This show is a member of the Sorgatron Media Podcast Network. Find out more at sorgatronmedia.com.